Hey, what's up, guys? Tater Trader back again for another weekly review. Uh, Finally got my account up with Tastyworks. It's been a long week. I got my account up Friday morning, and I just put some trades on out there. Uh, the whole process was a little bit challenging, but nothing is easy. So you just take it as a learning experience. Um, I covered majority of everything that I should have looked at. The one thing I didn't look at in here, and it hurts, but it doesn't hurt that much because I needed some discipline. I didn't look to see what Tastyworks leverage was, and it's 2 to 1. And coming from a 4 to 1 broker to a 2 to 1, it's pretty, it's a pretty good slap in the face. But at the same time, I was kind of going crazy with the leverage over there, so I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like I was going around with 250K stocks. Like I was talking to Craig about it, and I calculated all that I had, and I had like $250,000. Like I would have to buy all the stocks that I had puts on, But the strategy that I'm running is I know everything is not gonna fall on me, so no matter what fell, I could hold that in my account. That was basically what the basis was. But at the same time, if we have an overall market sell-off, I had my pain threshold that I would just stop out at, just take the hit, right? So that was that there. So coming over here, a lot of things that I used to trade before, I can't trade anymore. Like if we look at Neo, like I can't trade Neo anymore. If you look to ask, if I want to buy 100 shares of Neo, I have to put up 4K, and over there I didn't have to put up 4K. I had to put up maybe maybe fucking $1,500 maybe. So that's why I wasn't scared to have 3, 4 Neo puts on because I could hold it. But if I have four puts on, I have to leave 20K open. I only have 20K open right now. So, and if you even look at the put side, if I decide, okay, I'm gonna sell this put, I still have to put up 3K for one put. And in IB, I was only putting up maybe like 1,200 for this. Yeah. So that was why I was having so much there is because of they give you 4 to 1 on almost everything, right? But at the same time, I had a couple times where I was running hot because you don't make that much money with such a small account without, putting a lot of margin out there. And there's a bunch of other stocks that, I have to walk away from, but it just made me go back to how I was back in Webull where, I can't leverage too much because of things that are around. So this is it. Put out a bunch of trades. Right now, I added I started having another factor of when I was over there in IB, I usually have between 350 to $400 of data burning every day. So if I can get myself up to like I would like to be at like 230, 240 of data, but I think my account value has to go up a little bit more so I can put some more trades on. So right now, with my leverage cut in half and I'm making almost half the money I used to is there. And you can see here that I have $2,000 worth of extrinsic value. So by March 19, if I close all these trades out, I should probably get 80% of that. So, that's the look there, but most of this is in weeklies, so obviously most of this is gonna burn off for next week. So I have two covered calls on. I have one on TAN. Actually, I have a put and a covered call on TAN, and I have one on TCF. I can't trade Beyond Meat anymore, so I went for the ghetto Beyond Meat. It's kind of funny, but it is what it is. I have some ARK in there on, Apple, because we hate each other so much that we love each other so much. So I also have Apple put. That's it for this week. As I said, I opened the account on Friday. And you can see I just threw the margin out there on the ground. Um, that is it for this part of review. Two guys asked me last week about the all the LLC stuff and all that stuff that I'm dealing with. So I will go through that. So as a LLC or a S corp, if you qualify for mark to market, which if you don't understand what mark to market is, you can watch a million YouTube videos, right? But my basis that I go off to meet the requirement is I need to make 5 trades a day. And every time you push the button, say if you sell one contract, that's one trade. If you buy back that contract, it's 2 trades. And my average per day is literally maybe even if I would sell the contract single, I would probably make a minimum 10 per day, right? So for you to make mark to market is pretty easy if you're an active trader, but you have to be doing that 3 to 4 days a week minimum, right? So at least 3 days a week, putting out 10 contracts out there, so you can meet that. So if you meet that requirement, I knew this already. I just had to find a document because I found this last year when I was looking it up. I had to find it back, but I'm gonna read it, then I'll show you how I find it. So I'm on page six right here. New traders, a new taxpayer. So like because my corporation does not have a tax return, this is why I had to come right here. But when I did it last year, I already had a tax return for my personal self, so I didn't have to use here. I had to use the page up above. And it basically says new taxpayer. New taxpayer is a taxpayer for which no federal income return was required to be filed for the year before prior to the election of mark to market, right? A new taxpayer makes the election by placing it in his books and record no later than 2 months and 15 days after the first day of the election year, and a statement that satisfies the requirement in 504 uh, of this procedure. To notify the service that the election was made, when the new taxpayer must attach a copy of the statement to its original federal tax return for that year. So when I file my tax return next year, that's when I'll submit the statement. So here it is. So this is it basically. So basically, I put my personal name in there, my social over there. So this would be 2021 because we're doing it for this year. Right here would be, name of your LLC. You could put your brokerage account in here or accounts that you have in here that you wanted to apply to, because if I have an investment account, I don't want my investment account to be involved in mark to market. And if you look up mark to market, you'll understand what mark to market is, so you'll see why you don't want to do that. And your business EIN here, and I made a copy of it, and that's that. I have a copy in my book, so when I do my taxes, I'm just gonna submit that with that. And there's other forms that you need to submit. You need to submit a 3115 with that, and that's about it. So to find this, you go to the IRS website, forms, and you're looking for Form 9917. RP TAC 99 TAC 17. If you go in order, it's on page 59, but remember they add forms every day. So, once you start seeing the RPs, you just go to 9917. And that is the form right there. So that's how I find that, and how I did that. As for the LLC stuff, that was pretty simple. The hard parts was dealing with the banks, because as I said, banks don't like when you move money around a lot, like in trading, because people do a lot of fraud stuff. So it's kind of tough, but I have two bank accounts. I have one with Bank of America, and that is my primary, and my backup is a cheap company called Blue Vine. That's really it. So my Bank of America, I deposit 55,000. I put 50,000 in my account, and I have 5,000 in the bank account to deal with all the stuff that I have to deal with uh, on from that side. So that's what I did right there. Everything now is I have to keep the corporate veil pierced. So I had to buy another phone to make sure my business is away from my personal. Um, and I had to buy all the stuff for my bookkeepings and records and stuff. So all that stuff is away, and the journey begins, and that's really the side of it is, whether or not I fail or I succeed, at least I gave it a shot. So that's just what it is. This right here is what I'm using to do my taxes. It's called Trade Log. Not really my taxes, but to do my wash sales, because I'm mark to market. The reason why I'm showing you guys this, when people say commissions and fees doesn't matter that much, it doesn't. Yeah, some people say that, but for me, if I can get the service for free, I'll take it because I want to show you guys this, right? So my total commissions for last year was 4,600, right? Average on 4,300 trades, right? If we go to Webull, I have 1,500 trades at $200 because Webull is a free broker, right? Then we look at Interactive Brokers, and I have 2,400 trades at $3,800. So you can see the amount of money that Interactive Broker fees. So when you're seeing all some of these trades, I'm paying $1, all that stuff for them, $3 down here and stuff. It adds up at the end of the year. That $3,000 could pay for this program here that I'm using to do my taxes. So using to do my watch sale, generate my forms and stuff. This is called TradeLog. You can look it up online. You can do your stuff for free, but if you want the forms generated, then you have to pay for it. So I have to pay for it. That is it. I'm gonna end the video with this, and thanks for watching my video, guys.